Amar Rav Elazar, Asher HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem will make a dance for the tzaddikim. Who Yoshev V'Emen, will sit among them. Gan Eden, in Gan Eden, B'chol Echad V'Echad, and everyone, Marov V'Atzma, will point with their finger. Shnemar, like it says. Amar B'Yom, when it was said on this day, Hinei Eloheinu Zeh, here is our God. Kivinu Lo, we hope to him. V'Yusheinu, and he saved us. Zeh Hashem Kivinu Lo, this is our Lord, this is the Lord we hope to. You'll rejoice and we will be happy in his salvation. Hadron Allah Misach the Tainus, Hadron Allah, the Atan Allah Misach the Tainus, the Allah, God Sanchim means Misach the Tainus, Allah, Jisim Shay, Minan, Lo, Ba'alma Hadin, Lo, Ba'al Madase. You heard some of Nacha, Elohinu, Valevis in your Shtehi, Karasaha. Seinu Balam Hazeh Sehi Hadron Allah Misach the Tainus, Hadron Allah, the Adcha Allah Misach the Tainus, Hadron Allah. Lo Nesanchi Minach Misach the Tainus, Lo Tisanchi Minan, Lo Ba'amadin, Lo Ba'amadase. Hadron Allah Misach the Tainus, Hadron Allah, the Adnan Allah Misach the Tainus, Adcha Allah. Lo Nisanchi Minach Misach the Tainus, Lo Tisanchi Minan, Lo Ba'amadin, Lo Ba'amadase. Here's some of Nacha Elohinu V'Levasin Yushtei Torah Amun Yuseinu Balam Hazeh Usei Imanu Le'olam Habeh Le'olam Haba Chanina Bar Papa Rami Bar Papa Nachman Bar Papa Achai Bar Papa Abar Bar Papa Rafram Bar Papa Rachesh Bar Papa Sarchel Bar Papa Ada Bar Papa Dero Bar Papa Ha'era Na Adonai Elohinu Estire Sor Sacha Bekinu Ulefio Sam Chabis Yisrael V'Ni Anachnu Kulanu V'Titzeinu V'Titzeim Chabis Yisrael Kulanu Yodei Shemacha V'Lom Dei Torah Sacha Ve'Oivei Tach Ki Menu Mitzosacha Kila Olam Hili Bi Sanim B'Chukacha L'man Lo Eirosh L'Lam Ashkach V'Kudacha Ki B'Am Chayisan Ani Baruch Ata Adonai V'Lom Dei Chukacha Modim Anachnu L'Fnecha Adonai Elohinu V'Elohei V'Tzinu Shamta Cholkeinu Miyoshvei Beis HaMidrash V'lo Shamata Cholkeinu Miyoshvei Karnos Sha'anu Mashkinim V'Heim Mashkinim Anu Mashkinim L'Divrei Torah V'Heim Mashkinim L'Varim B'Telim Anu Amelim V'Heim Amelim Anu Amelim U'Mekabelim Sachar V'Heim Amelim V'Einan Makbilim Sachar Anu Ratsim V'Heim Ratsim Anu Ratsim L'Chai Olam Haba V'Heim Ratsim L'Ve'er Shachas Shnemar She'ata Eloheinu Tardim L'Ve'er Shachas Anshi Damim U'Mirama Lo Yachzin Yachzu U'Mehem V'Ani Yaftach Bach. Here it's on Lo Nach Adonai Eloheinu Kishem She'azrati L'Sayim Misachis Tainus Kain Ta'azreinu Le'Yischim Misachsos U'Isfarim Acharim U'Lisimam L'Mod L'Med L'Shmo L'Thus Ukayim Eskol Divari Samu Torah Sacha Be'Hava V'Zchos Lo HaSnaim V'Hamarim U'Utam Nidei Chachachim Yamud Li U'Zuri Shalo Tamush HaTorah Mipi Zrai Adolam V'Skeim V'Yiskal Alechacha Tincha Ucha B'Shach V'Cha Tishmar Alecha Akzios Hi Tashchichacha Ki Vi Yarbu Yamicha V'Yasbihu Lacha Shnos Chaim Orechanim V'Yaminu V'Shmola Asar V'Chavod Adonai Oz Lamo Yitan Adonai Yivarach Sama Bashala.
Now Chananya Mintz will, on behalf of Rabbi Englander, share the Messiah Meseches Brachos.
Babuzai, we were zochet to be Messiah Meseches Brachos for Rabbi Englander's shiur. It's a very long Masechta, it's 64 dafim, and Baruch Hashem, we've been working on this for more than 2 years. We started with Rabbi Jaffe, and my microphone just died. Okay, so we started with Rabbi Jaffe, and then we completed this year with Rabbi Englander, and Baruch Hashem, we finished in the Masechta. And before I begin the siyum, I just would like to briefly thank all those who have helped me to get to this point. This is a big milestone in my life. I am one of the graduates, Since high school graduation is not only a graduation of high school, but of course of all grade school as well, I would like to thank all who have helped me to get to this day. This is a very important day for all of us, as well as my graduates with me, Shlomo Per, Nachshon Jacob, Yosef Pepper, Yaakov Ezra, Shimon Oretz. I'm proud to be graduating with you. I'd like to thank Kodesh Baruch Hu for everything. Enough said. I would also like to thank my mother. The pasuk in Tehillim says, "Yasad Eretz al Mechoneha Bal Tzimot Olam V'Led." The Kuzari says this verse corresponds to the pasuk in Bereshis on the third day of creation, when God causes all the waters to congregate, thus revealing dry land. Rav Hirsch notes that the previous pasukim in that particular psalm were describing changing phenomena and elements, while this pasuk describes the earth, which is firm and immobile. It's not coincidental that this pasuk corresponds to my mother's name. Mom, you have given me a firm foundation in life, from homeschooling me for 5 years to making the bookmarks in my Gemara. And Abba, I'd like to thank you for learning with me for the past 18 years and for paying my tuition and for teaching me many valuable skills along the way. I also would like to thank my Bobby Shlita for being here for me and teaching me many things along the way as well. I would like to take this moment as well to remember my grandparents who were not zocha to be at this event. As it said, when we have joy, we crave to share, we remember them. Before I enrolled in Torah Chaim, I was at Yeshiva Havas Torah, which closed. Before that, I was homeschooling. Before that, I was at Rambam, which also closed. I hope in Yitzhak Hashem that this fate does not befall YTC and not here. I give a bracha to YTC that shall endure forever. In Yitzhak Hashem, Abdul B'Mod Mashiach. I was also Zocha, before I came to Havas Torah, I was Zocha, the Lord of Rabbi Moshe Cantor, Shlita. I would like to thank him for giving me a solid grasp on the Mishnayot and Rashi. I would like to thank my Bar Mitzvah, Rabbi Yitzchak Halakha Cohen, for teaching me skills that I've learned beyond my Bar Mitzvah. I would also like to thank my earlier babe I had at Havas Torah, Rabbi Michael Glazer Halevi, for teaching me the first Gemara I ever learned. I would also like to thank Rabbi Goldfinger, my 8th grade Rebbe, who's also been my teacher. I've been so to have you for 9th grade biology and for math these past 2 years, 11th and 12th grade. I also would like to thank my teachers from 7th grade at Havas Torah, Mr. Walsh for science, Rabbi Herschel Steiner for history and English, and I would like to thank Mr. Aaron Levy, also from Havas Torah, for giving me a foundation in math and helping me to realize my mathematical aptitude. I also would like to thank my teachers from 8th grade, Dr. Alexander Nordson, Olav Shalom, as well as Mr. Dov Becker for math, Mr. Mordechai Barron for history and English, as well as my other teachers I've had along the way, and my earlier teachers at Torah Chaim, notably Rabbi Sandra Goldberg, history, and as well as Rabbi Messing for history and English, and this past year, personal finance. I also would like to thank Rabbi Berman for math and environmental science in various grades, as well as Mr. Akiva Kent for chemistry, and my teachers this year, and also had the previous years, Rabbi Englander, of course, who's been my Rebbe since I came to Torah Chaim, for Halacha, Chumash, Gemara, you name it, he knows what he's doing. And I also would like to thank Rabbi Jaffe. I'm so going to learn Gemara and Halacha with him as well. And Rabbi Salzberg for Me'iyun. Rabbi Salzberg introduced me to many Mefarshim, which I had never seen before. And he also has allowed me to chazer parts of Nach to get a stronger grasp on them. I'd like to thank him for that. I also would like to thank Mr. Rappaport for teaching us some very interesting skills earlier this year, and Rabbi Siegel, who is our computer science teacher, and any other teachers that I've had over the previous years. Thank you. I would like to thank Rabbi Centro, not only for being the Menahel, but for also giving me a solid grasp in Tosfot, because I am from Biyun for the 9th and 10th grade. And I also would like to thank Rabbi Centro for also helping me with the computers. Okay, so now I'll prepare to make a siyum. Oh, apparently the microphone's working now, so I'm going to make a siyum. Okay, so so this has been an amazing year. We're also zocheh to have a Boy Scout program that functioned in the yeshiva this year. I was zocheh to become a Star Scout. Still working on Boy Scouts, and it's because of Colonel Schiffman that I was able to do that. I would like to thank him as well. Now, yes. Okay, yeah, I'm not, yeah. Okay, so now we're going to prepare to make the siyum on Masechet Brachot, as I mentioned earlier. So the Masechta ends with an Agadita, a non-halachic portion. Many Masechtot do this. It's kind of related to learning in general. It says, Amar Rabbi Elazar, Amar Rabbi Chanina, Talmidei Chachamim Marvin Shalom Ba'alam. Rabbi Elazar said that Rabbi Chanina said, the wise scholars increase peace in the world. Now, you might have think that, well, we have all these machlokot in the Gemara. It doesn't look like there's so much peace, but Rabbi Englander said that they're really, all of Torah is for peace, and if someone is learning for it to not be for peace, then he's not doing it the right way. The learning is supposed to be for a peaceful purpose, ultimately. So the Gemara continues, B'chol b'nayich l'mudei, Shneimar b'chol b'nayich l'mudei, Hashem b'rat shalom b'nayich. So he quotes the pasuk to prove this. It says, and all of your children are those who learn from God, and there is great peace to your children. Al tikre b'nayich elo b'nayich. It's making a drasha. It's expounding on these words. It says, do not read your children, rather your builders. In Hebrew, those are written the same letters. He's just changing the nakuda, the vowels a little bit to make a drasha. It's your builders, those who build Torah, referring to Talmidei Chachamim. So because it's a Rav Shalom B'nayich, we see from there they increase peace in the world. Then he quotes some other pasukim referring to peace and Torah in general. Shalom Rav Ovei Torah Techa Ve'en Lo Mikshol. There is great peace to those who love your Torah, and it's not a stumbling block for them. As Rabbi Englander said, the correct way to learn Torah is to be learning it Lishma, which is ultimately for Shalom. HaKadosh Baruch Hu's name is Shalom. It's one of the many names of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and the entire Torah was given for the sake of peace. So it says there is great peace for those who love your Torah, because one should ultimately be learning Torah out of love for Torah. And if one does that, it's it's not a stumbling block for them. Because if one's learning Torah for the wrong reason, then it is a stumbling block. It's going to get in his own way. It's going to get in other people's way. But if you're learning Torah for the right reason, for just pure love of the Torah, there's no stumbling block. And even though it might be challenging, the HaKadosh Baruch will allow you to overcome those difficulties. And then it continues, may there be peace in your walls and serenity in your places. For the sake of my brethren and my friends, I beg, I speak peace on you. I request good for you for the sake of the house of God our Lord. And the Masechta concludes by quoting the pasuk from Psalm 29. By the way, this whole piece is in Musaf, so for Shabbat, so it might sound familiar. Hashem Hashem Yivarech et Amo Shalom. God shall give his people strength. God shall bless his nation with peace. The Miyam Loez darshans this pasuk as referring to Maton Torah. And Maton Torah, there are all these cataclysmic natural phenomena occurring. And the nation said, what is happening?
And they asked Bilam, they said, Bilam was the Navi of the nations. They said, Bilam, what's happening? Bilam said, Hashem oz lamoite. Hashem is giving strength to his nation because the strength of Klal Yisrael comes from the Torah. And the nations replied, Hashem yivarech et amo v'shalom. God shall bless his nation with peace because the Torah was given for the sake of peace. Hadron Allah v'sechet brachot v'adrach Allah. Datan Allah v'sechet brachot v'datach Allah. Lo ditzis n'shem inach v'sechet brachot v'lo tis n'shem inach. Lo v'alma adem lo v'alma d'ateh. Hadran Allah v'sechet brachot v'hadrach Allah. Datan Allah v'sechet brachot v'datach Allah. Lo tis n'shem inach v'sechet brachot v'lo tis n'shem inach. Lo v'alma adem lo v'alma d'ateh. Hadron Allah v'sechet brachot v'hadrach Allah. Datan Allah v'sechet brachot v'datach Allah. Lost in Nis Neshem Minach Maseches Barakos Lo Sis Nashi Minan Ulav Be Allah Hadim Be Lo Be Alma Te Aseh Yiratzon Be Openecha Adonai Eloheinu Be Ohea Husseinu Shekei Torasva Husseinu Be Olam Hazeh Hussein Imanu Olam Haba Kanina Bar Papa Rabbi Bar Papa Nachman Bar Papa Achai Bar Papa Abba Bar Papa Rachman from Bar Papa Rahish Bar Papa Surcha Bar Papa Ada bar papa, the root bar papa. Harab na Adonai Eloheinu es tibay. Tarasla, the biru, Bishkos Amach Beis Yisrael, Benikia Nachnu, Kulon B'Tzitzayna B'Tzitzay Amach Beis Yisrael, Kulon Yodei Shemecha, Kulon De Torah Be'oi B'Tzachach Meni B'Tutzacha, Kilolam Hili B'Samim B'Kukach, L'Man Lo Evosh, L'Olam Loish Kach B'Kukach, B'Bam B'Sani, Baruch Atah Adonai, L'Medeni Kukacha, Amen, 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 Selah Ba'eh. Modima Nachnu Lepanecha Adonai Eloheinu Elohei Avosenu Shesamta Chalkenu Miyoshve Beis HaMedrash V'lo Samta Chalkenu Miyoshve Kivanos She'anu Mashkimin Behim Mashkimin Anu Mashkimin Tzir Torah Behim Mashkimin Tvar B'Tzelim Anu Mem Behim Amelim Anu Mem B'Chad B'Schar Behim Mem Be'enu B'Chad B'Schar Anu Rotz Behim Matzim Anu Rotz Behim Lova Behim Matzim Lever Shachas Shneimar B'Talalim Torah Tim Lever Shachas Anshi Domim Omrim Lo Yachat Tzuyemeyim V'Niyach Tachbach Kirotzom L'Penecha Adonai Elohai Keshem Shem Tortana L'Sayim B'Sechet Brachos Gaintas Rendi L'Hastil B'Sechtos L'Sparim Achderim L'Sayim Lilmo L'Lamed Lishmor L'Lasus L'Chayim L'Smoti B'Samu L'Sechet B'Ava L'Skol Tanoim B'Avarayim L'Samidek L'Kamim Gabo L'Li L'Zari Shelo Tamusha Torah Miti Umipizari Ad Olam V'Iskayim Bi V'Sachalecha Tanchosa V'Shachtecha Tishmor Alecha V'Hakim Sosa Hisisichecha Be Yirbu Yomecha, Yosipu Lecha, Shenos Chaim, Orak Yamim Bivino, Bismola, Oshrachalot, Adonai Osavoitin, Adonai Brecha, Simogo Shalom. We stand for Kaddish. Yisrael Yisrael Shemerabah, Yomad Dehu Asid Liskadta Akaya Messiah Asaka Yashon Lakaye Alma. Ulmivna Karta Dirushlem, Ulshachulele, Hekale, Begava, Ulmeekar, Pulchana, Ra'a Min Ara, Ulsava, Pulchana, Di Shemaya, Asra, Yamit Kusha, Briku, Bimalkuse, Vikoyev, Bechayechon, Ugyomechon, Ukai, the Tobes Israel, Bagalav, it's not Kabir, Bimo, Amen. Bisbarach, Bishabach, Bisbar, Bisbarman, Bisnaseh, Bisadar, Bisaleh, Bisalol, Shedid Kusha, Ritu. The Elam, Kober, Kasa, Bishiras, Tush, Bechasa, Benachamas, Dami, Belma, Bimu, Amen. Yehi Shalom, Rabba, Bishamai, Bechayim, Alena, Bachol, Israel, Bimu, Amen. Osa Shalom, Bimuma, Piyasa, Shalom, Alena, Bachol, Israel, Bimu, Amen. Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov.
No, I gotta turn my volume off. No, my volume. Like if someone calls
people are going to be walking by, so someone should say, make sure this doesn't.
I think I can see. I see.
They're going to learn it. Ooh, look at that. That clip.
Move it closer. Can we
I
do that?
think move it more like so maybe, I don't know where
Like
you can
on
put
one-
it so that nobody walks into it.
Right in front of it. Yeah. We're watching. You know, we don't want to hurt our neck and turn around. How many people are watching? I think it's 10.
And also to all of the boys who completed these Masechtas, it's a big simcha, and we heard the passion from the Messiahim, but we know that all of you are equally excited about this great accomplishment. Thank you all for coming tonight. I don't think this thing. It's fun. I can skip that. Thank you for coming tonight. It's a really important and beautiful event that we host every year to recognize the accomplishments, the real, true accomplishments that your children, grandchildren have made this past year. You all know that we as Rebbeim have seen the amazing strides that every one of your sons has taken over this past year. And we're here tonight to help them appreciate that, to help them appreciate their incredible accomplishments of this past year. And we know that's not an easy task to look at one's accomplishments and appreciate how far one's gone and to appreciate how well someone is doing. We suffer nowadays, it seems, somewhat universally from a look over our shoulder syndrome, always trying to compare ourselves to, I may have done this, but he learns more Masechtas than I do, and he makes more money than I do, and he has a nicer car, and he's better at sports than I am, and he's more talented than I am. And this challenge is something that could get in the way of really gaining from what we're trying to do here tonight, of getting our Talmidim, our children, to see how much they've done and how proud we are of them. And it's not a new challenge. It's something that we know dates back, saw in last week's parsha, as far back as Korach. Korach, despite his very high status in Klal Yisrael, could not tolerate, he was fixated on the relatively small number of people who he looked at as having a higher status and more respect than he did, than he received. And he couldn't look the way he should have just at his own relationship with HaKadosh Baruch Hu and how he's doing with his kochos given to him by HaKadosh Baruch Hu in his relationship with Hashem. And the result for Korach was devastating. It led to him rebelling against Moshe Rabbeinu and really to Kfira, rebelling against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Rabbeinu Yonah said this is the Aleph phase of Avodas Hashem, is recognizing our own chashivos and how chaviv we are to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. When we spend our time looking over the shoulder, we are doing something that's counter to what HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to do and counter to our ability to succeed as Yidden. These young men, these Bachurim, are phenomenal. And we sometimes, as parents, as Rebbeim also, we focus on what is it that we want to see them grow in the most. What are the challenges? We, Rebbeim, are sort of parental in that way too. We enjoy the successes and we live with the struggles of your children, and we care about them very deeply. And it's our job, too, to convey that recognition of what these amazing young men are doing and how they're growing. It's an incredible opportunity. I always say my favorite part of being involved in yeshiva is watching the smile on the face of one of our Talmidim when he realizes he got it, when he realizes he's now able to do something that never before he thought he was able to do. And we sit around the table in staff meetings on a regular basis talking about the amazing successes of our Talmidim. These aren't, like some people say, participation awards. That's not what's going on here. Your children, Baruch Hashem, have grown immensely over this year at Toras Chaim, and we're here to applaud them for their amazing accomplishments. But I would be remiss if we all only focus on their accomplishments. There's a lot that goes into the success that we've seen, them accomplish the growth we've seen. There's a lot that goes into that beyond their own effort. And first and foremost, I wanted to recognize, while they're all here, I'm sure they want me to do this, to recognize you, their parents, for all your hard work. And we, the staff, really, we feel we have an amazing parent body, and we really enjoy working with you. There's no question, we see the difference it makes when we could work closely with our Talmidim's parents in our ability to work and help them grow and help them learn and steig. And the real secret behind the success of your young sons here, these wonderful young men, is the unbelievable devotion that is, I could stand here for a long time. I would not even touch on a small fraction of the commitment of the Rebbeim and teachers of Toras Chaim. I want to also recognize. And lastly, a thank you to our board and officers of the yeshiva, the supporters, financial supporters, the advisors, some of whom, some of the board is here right now today. There's a lot of work behind the scenes that goes into the yeshiva. And thank you very much for all of your efforts as well. We're a little off schedule, so I think what we're going to do now is, instead of going to the graduation ceremony and giving out diplomas, we're going to have the main course, the buffet now. We'll get it ready in 2 minutes. We already daven in Mincha Yeshiva. If there's interest in a Mincha, I think there is a million of people here who are interested in Mincha. They'll be doing Mincha in the next room. Is that right? We'll be doing Mincha, if it's available, in the next room. If not, in the corner there. I'm not sure if it's available right now. Okay, so the main course buffet dinner will be out in just a moment. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's not going to let me continue that live stream.
Hey, Sandra, I know I was speaker.